Hello YouTube friends, this is Fossilsaurus. I had this in its original box, but not, it was already opened as per the use now, but my stupid phone screwed up again and it cut off halfway through, so I'm not going to go through all that trouble and just rebox it and everything. So, not like it would be that much trouble. I'm quite sure most of you can guess exactly what this is. This is a vertebrae, okay? And very obviously a vertebrae. Now, it is clearly missing some parts. It's missing the processes, and it's missing the neural arch. And those are things that are very standardly lost from vertebrae, because as you can see how delicate they are to be attached still. That's pretty thickly attached, and that's pretty thickly attached for this vertebrae. Depending on where the vertebrae is on the body, these will be further down. And as they're further down, they're not going to be as thick. So they're going to be much more, and as they get really far down, they get much thinner, so it's going to be really hard for it to survive fossilization. And as these go down, these obviously stay thin, so these become much more vulnerable to breakage also. Now, this is of one of my favorite animals of all time, not just a plesiosaur and not just an elasmosaur, but the elasmosaur, Elasmosaurus oceanus, which is the poster child for plesiosaurs, poster child for elasmosaurs. It's the massive one that we know of getting over 45 feet. Now, as big as these guys are, they're not apex predators. They have very small heads and very small throats, and had to stick with what they could swallow whole, which was fish. Might be fairly large fish for us, considering they could probably swallow big tarpon whole. They could probably swallow very young marine reptiles. I doubt. Well, we know they got significantly larger than the largest ones we've ever found. So those guys, the real big ones, they could swallow something human size and larger. But those would have to be, as I've pointed out, they would, in other videos about this situation, they would have to be above average sized individuals. Now, vertebrae are very cool because not only can they very easily, and these are for experts, not for people like me, very easily determine what animal they are from. The skull and things like flippers and stuff may be the easiest, but vertebrae, especially with certain kinds of animals, are very easy to tell what exactly animal it is. Now, or what group, what family, or species. Now, as far as the vertebrae, even I can tell what part of the body the vertebrae is from. Off the top of my head, no. I will have to look it up. And as I'm making the video, I will have looked it up, and I will let you know exactly where this vertebrae came from on the animal, which is very, very cool. I think it's very awesome to be able to nail something down like that. Now, I have another beautiful vertebrae, much nicer than this one, which I will show you. It is the only thing on my wall. I put my beautiful red velvet up, and I mounted my first big beauty, which is that vertebrae. At that point, I found out that at some point soon I'm going to have my floor redone, completely torn up. So I'm going to have to at some point take down everything I put up, because I'm not going to risk just leaving them up for people to knock down. So that's going to be a lot of work, and that is exactly why all my stuff is still in boxes and sitting around and so on. If you guys were wondering why I keep my stuff like that, that is why. So let me take you on a short journey over. I'm going to try not to disconnect. I was successful, made it last time, but when I was hooking you guys back up to the holder, that's when things went wrong. So give me a minute, I'll do my best. Let's take a walk. Okay, there is the beauty. Let me see if I can get focused better. There we go. You can see beautiful red velvet. In nice mounting pegs. Now these are covered in a foam. It's just like bike handles. So they're very sturdy, very soft. And if you can get a better view back here, they do hold it tightly, even though this one appears to not be touching anything at all. This one is, and these two are holding up quite a bit. They're holding up all the excess weight. So now this one is museum quality. If you look closely, there's going to be flakage and stuff missing, and there's a break from fossilization, and a little bit of twisting and break from misshape from fossilization. But in general, this is an absolute beauty. And if you look, it has a differently shaped disc. And as I was talking about, you see how thin these are? Because the processes have moved down halfway. And now you can see how delicate they are there and how delicate these are here. It's quite impressive that this one survived that. Now let me see if I can get us back over and hook us up correctly. Okay, now the problem before was that my stupid charger messed everything up, so there we go. Okay, I think we're good. I think I did that successfully. Well, as you could see, the location of the process is, the neural arch is always going to be in the same spot, but the neural arch is going to have a completely different shape. It might go over there and then back up here and then around there. So that is also a way. I will show you that in the video too. And they generally like puzzle piece into the neural arches surrounding them. I'll try and get as many images of these guys fitting into each other, and how the processes and neural arches work with it. It's very interesting. It's very cool. I'm going to go ahead. I've gone over plesiosaurs before. I went over a completely different group that looked actually very different, but I believe I went over elasmosaur in that a little bit also. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this short. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. I would really truly appreciate some likes and some subscriptions. Really means a lot, really helps out a lot. Can't tell you how much. On a personal note, a close friend of mine is having some very serious problems right now, financial, legal problems. I'm not going to go into it. You can read about it. I'm going to leave a link. I would just ask that you please check out the link. It's not a long thing. Just read it. And if you could just pass the link along on Facebook, TikTok, whatever. it would be greatly appreciated. I also would love to hear comments from you guys. I've gotten, I think, 2 comments ever, and I don't need to hear anything like deep discussions about the fossils or anything. I mean, that would be fantastic. I would love to talk to people about that. But even if just somebody saying, hey, how you doing? I like your videos. Or keep it up. I mean, anything like that. Because I really like making these, and I really would like to know that you guys like me making them also. So thank you very much, and I hope to see you in my next video.